All right, in the meantime, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro, who has the morning's news headlines. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Good morning to you two, ladies. Happy 4th of July Eve, as I've been calling it all morning long.
Okay.
All right, we start with some news that is just into the newsroom right now. Bernalillo County firefighters investigating a fire that happened at a library in the northeast part of Albuquerque this morning. A big fire, too, 3 alarmed. Firefighters got to the ABC Library near 2nd and Los Ranchos about 6:20 this morning. They saw smoke and flames. They were able to get all of that taken care of pretty quickly. And investigators tell us that someone broke in to the library and used books to start the fire. If you can believe that. We'll have much more on this story coming up on KRQE News 13 at noon. Some other news now at 8:04. In the midst of our 3-year drought, which many say is the worst in a whole century, we're welcoming every drop of rain. Lucky enough to get some overnight, as meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke just told us. And another community here in New Mexico now declaring a water emergency. This time it's Cloudcroft that is drying up. The village's leaders, they're in the southern Mountain Village, say that their springs and wells are extremely low right now because of, well, what else? The drought. About 750 people live in Cloudcroft, but a lot of tourists are expected for the 4th of July, thousands of them, which will put more stress on the water supply. So now conservation is what's becoming a top priority.
We're getting everything clean and scrubby clean, and as always, but they're having to watch it a little bit closer. They're having to watch their consumption.
That's why we put these measures into place so that our water system doesn't fail.
Cloudcroft is looking at drilling another well. The village is also hauling water up the mountain from Alamogordo. Well, parents, listen to this, a warning against a new dangerous fad, smoking alcohol. Yeah, this is going around. Instead of drinking it, some folks are inhaling it to get drunk faster and without the calories. Take a look at this YouTube video we found showing how to vaporize alcohol, and it's getting millions of hits.
Oh, it freaked me out. I saw a video of these people doing it, and just like a massive amount of just smoke and vapor going into your lungs. It's just like, it's nasty looking.
Yeah, it's a lot more than nasty looking. It's nasty for your health, too. According to the New Mexico Poison Center, it can damage lung tissue, lead to pneumonia, and increase the likelihood of alcohol poisoning. Now, because it is tough for people to judge actually how much alcohol they have consumed. Well, some scary moments for an American Airlines flight from Albuquerque headed to Chicago. It was diverted to Kansas City yesterday morning after a passenger supposedly tried to open an emergency exit in the air. The flight left the Sunport at 8 o'clock on what was supposed to be a nonstop trip to Chicago. Hours later, it ended up there in the middle at Kansas City because a loud and unruly passenger supposedly wanted to go smoke a cigarette. You know, that's a big no-no. After a confrontation, he tried to reach for an exit. That is when Kevin McEwen, a reserve deputy with the Valencia County Sheriff's Office, and other passengers got involved.
We weren't going to let the attendants just handle it by themselves. And when we stayed out of it until he started to he looked like he was becoming physical. We talked about it and we said we just take the guy down. That's what we had to do. And
thank goodness for passengers like him. Cell phone video showed federal officials taking the man into custody in Kansas City. He was later released. The flight finally got to Chicago about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Well, if you're up in Santa Fe this 4th of July, you're going to be hearing a lot about drinking and driving. The county has a big anti-DWI radio blitz reminding folks, please do not drink and drive. Plus, it highlights a program that offers cab rides home. Here in Bernalillo County, you're going to see plenty of these sobriety checkpoints today all through the weekend. State DOT reminds us 119 people have died on New Mexico's highways from the 1st of this year just through May. That's not even 6 months. 58 of these crashes involved alcohol. So if you're going to drink, once again, it goes without saying, please use a designated driver. Or use this. AAA has a free Tipsy Tow service. It starts at 6 tonight, goes through midnight tomorrow. Call the number on your screen, 1-800-222-4357. An easy way to remember it, it's 1-800-AAA-HELP. You and your car will get a free ride home for 10 miles. You do not need to be a AAA member to take advantage of that. And that wraps up our morning forecast. Make sure to catch Elizabeth Alvarez, Kristen Van Dyke, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30. We'll get your morning started off right. Ladies, we'll toss it back to you. Have a wonderful 4th of July Eve. And Kristen, like the glasses.
Like I do too.
I
love
do it
them.
sometimes.
They are very, very flattering. I like very much.